Okay, I want to talk about power lines because they're, I think, something super interesting that a lot of people do not realize exactly what's going on. So if you have a little look down here at these power lines, they run thick through every single city that I visit, and I always see birds on top of them. And I'm of a firm believer that the birds are attracted to these pylons because within the beak of birds, they have cryptochromes and they have magnetoreception, so they can actually sense magnetic fields. That's how they can fly along the ocean when there are no landmarks, because they can sense the magnetic field. And I always see birds on top of pylons, but I haven't seen any research to say or suggest that is why there are birds on top of these pylons. But that's why I think, well, what I want to talk about with these pylons, they oscillate at whatever frequency the supply of electricity is at. So let's say somewhere there's a energy center that has a rotational shaft that is powering these lines by hydro or any type of electricity. They normally spin somewhere along the lines. That motor will spin at 50 hertz, and that's why 50 cycles per second, and that's why the alternating current in these power lines is 50 hertz. And you know what that means? That means that these power lines give off an electromagnetic field at 50 hertz. And that's what nobody really talks about. Now, I won't go into too much detail, but there is resonant frequency issues with this that electricians put into place, but that's for another video. So from the power lines, a 50 hertz electromagnetic wave is given off. If you do the wave equation, do the speed of light, 3 times 10 to the 8 divided by 50 hertz, you get a wavelength of 6 and 6 zeros, so 6,000 meters. So your wave, your single wave that is given off by this is 6,000 kilometers. From here to the center of the Earth is about 6,700 kilometers. Nikola Tesla actually said that back in the day, he believed that very low frequencies interact with the Earth. Most scientists now would say, actually they don't, they're absorbed, they might go a couple of kilometers down, but there's a lot more evidence now to suggest that these frequencies from these power lines go deep into the center of the Earth and can be affecting the Shchumann resonance, other sorts. I would say if you were to turn off every single power line, the Earth would change dramatically. And I think there's a lot of work that should be done to study these power lines. So that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what you think, or if you're interested, and I'll make some more videos on this area.